It is my mission to redefine the beauty experience and to build a tribe of thousands of confident, abundant, goal-crushing glow getters. Say that 5 times fast. Why? Is because just a few years ago, I would sit at this vanity and just cry because I hated myself. I hated the way that I look. I hated that I couldn't dress myself up to look like the women that I thought were beautiful, who got the attention, who were doing the best, and I just couldn't fit myself into that mold. And it was because I wasn't meant to be in any mold. It's because I couldn't accept myself for who I was, or love myself for who I was, or even look at myself and appreciate what I have. And so I would try so hard to be perfect. But I just couldn't. I was not. None of us are. And so I couldn't build any relationships. I didn't show up in my real life. I had issues really making friends because I was afraid that somebody would really see me and see through me and see the truth behind the facade, behind the mask, and out me. And I couldn't understand why everybody else who was faking it until they made it was doing so well and I wasn't. It's not fair. It wasn't fair. In this constant cycle of feeling worthless and out of control. And it wasn't until I transformed the way that I looked at myself, and I took what I loved to do, what I enjoyed to do, and rework it to involve all of the things that I needed it to have. I mean, the truth is, like, I know I'm not the only one. And in my experience as a professional makeup artist working with thousands of women of all skin tones and ages and walks of life, we all want the same thing. We want to show up as our best. We want people to see us and really see who we are. And sometimes, yeah, there is a mask, but if I am my best, I am the best version of me, and I am polishing and showing up as that, well then, they're seeing me, the best version of me. And so I've done a lot of things right. And showing up for others and showing up as the makeup artist and doing the best look that I can for them. But the translations for doing it for myself took some time. I got a lot of things right, and I had a lot of things wrong. And after a while, I found out that I wasn't broken. It wasn't a brokenness inside me. It wasn't that I wasn't enough. It was just I never learned how to create my own version of joy and success. I never defined that for myself. I was just going off of what everybody else was doing or what I thought I was supposed to want. And it never actually was that. So I figured it out for myself. And then I designed a system that creates that joy and success every day. That reminds me every day, or every time I go through it, this process reminds me of what I needed. So anyone can do this. It can be broken down into bite-sized steps. Whether you have 2 minutes or 30 minutes, it doesn't matter if you're even actually putting on a whole face of makeup. You don't have to. The point is to take a moment out for yourself to really tune into with the intention of pulling out the best version of you and understanding what that actually means for you. Now that I've discovered, and I don't even say I'm the first person to do this, because I hope that I'm not, but in this way to share it with you, I could be the first. And for me, this has really made a huge difference in just how I start my day and how I feel. Is every day a good day? No, no, it is not. Not in the least bit. Absolutely no. It is not. But it is a practice. It is a practice of getting up and showing up for yourself. It is a practice of getting over how you feel to do what you know that you need to do to be who you want to be. It is a practice of looking at myself and really accepting the things that I'm saying. I am worthy. I am ready. I am enough. I am all that I am. I know what I want. Focus on that and go for it. I want you to wake up every morning and feel empowered, knowing, know that you are good enough, more than enough, capable. Know that. But nobody can tell that to you. Nobody can make that happen for you. Nobody can show up and do the work for you. It's you versus you. It takes practice and persistence and the burning desire not to stay in the same position that you are now. Becoming better and reshaping yourself and becoming into that best version of yourself can feel unnatural and fake and wrong when your comfort zone is shit. And the point well, the problem is that a lot of us find ourselves comfortable wallowing in our own shit. It becomes the comfort zone, and breaking that comfort zone is, well, uncomfortable. So whether you are ready to break your comfort zone and get out of that feeling and move on to who you can and really be and become, or if you're not quite there yet, either way, I'm going to show you what I do. The Glow Getter method starts with prepping your skin. Makeup application starts with prepping your skin. But the key is to touch with intention and to start with love. Take a second to look into the mirror and really look at yourself. Barefaced, hair is out of place. As you take a few deep breaths of acceptance and love. This is the only body that you get. This is the only chance that you have. You never get this day back. You never get this moment back. Hating yourself is a waste of time. Take this opportunity to start with acceptance. Start with love. Look at your reflection in the mirror and speak life into her. In my personal makeup journey, my vanity was my safe space. And you start to wonder, why am I not getting the same attention as everybody else? Or I want to look and feel pretty and feminine and beautiful. And in my search for all of that, in my digging for myself, it was, I found myself here. I love being an artist. I love painting and breaking down like the science behind things. And where better place to start than with myself? Because there was a long time where I would look in the mirror and I would just hate everything that I saw. And so my artistry started off as a way to fix myself, as a way to fix how I look and fix how I feel and fix what was wrong, what I thought was wrong with me, more than it was actually fun. And it took me some time to be able to look into the mirror bare and just talk to myself and accept
who I was and what I looked like and what I had to offer, and really become secure in the fact that I'm okay like this. I have things to offer without adding and supplementing and trying to create this character to completely change myself, to perform when I left the house. And it started with that acceptance. It started with that love. It started with being able to look at myself and talk to me like I'm my best friend. To change the mindset and change the routine and adjust the entire way that I approach applying makeup, and I approach applying makeup for myself. And this character, this ultimate form, this final level that I create now is just and is me. It's not somebody else. It's not a model that I'm trying to look like. It's not trying to follow along with social media trends. It's not trying to fit in. It's me, what works best for me. It's what I like. It's what looks good on me. It is my personification of who I see my best self to be. So it went from putting on a mask to applying war paint to playing dress up, just like we used to do as children, playing dress up and fully embodying this character that you want to be. But now the character is me. I know who I am. I know who I see myself to be. And this is the first step, one small step that I can do on any day, whether I'm wearing just eyebrows and lashes or a full face of makeup. The process is a moving meditation to tap into and tune into who I know myself to be and who I want to present myself to the world as, and how I want to show up for the people around me, for the people that I love, for my clients, to the people that are depending on me. This is just the first step. Prime my face, prime my mind, prime my heart, get focused on the end goal. And so this whole journey sort of full circle as to when we put on makeup and when we get dolled up, it's all for a reason. And that reason really is to bring out the best in us.
I'm going to teach you how to find your undertone so that you can properly match your foundation, and then choose all of the perfect colors for your skin from there. Your undertone is your key. Once you understand the key, then you can put together flawlessly beautiful makeup looks and that complement your skin tone, and not just your makeup. It goes into your hair colors, the clothes that you wear. Everything is tied into your undertone. So identifying your undertone unlocks your best colors, and then from there you can coordinate everything. Well, easily find and identify products that will look good on you and expand your range of what you can play with. So with that, I have this amazing tool, and I am so upset that I haven't found this, or that I'm just now finding this after about like 10 years of doing makeup. But this is a flesh tone color wheel. Anybody can find their perfect shade with this ring. So for me, I found that my undertone is actually yellow-green, which explained a lot for me why certain foundations will go ashy, while why certain neutral foundations were too orange or too gray for me, why certain warm foundations were too warm or too yellow. It's because my undertone is yellow green, which makes it a warm neutral, and we'll get into more of those terms later. But with the color wheel, now that I know that my undertone is yellow green, this is my skin tone, right? I can see this color as like a concealer highlighter shade because it is a bit lighter. And then this deeper color, if I wanted to keep a neutral palette, all sort of the same, this will be a deeper version of the yellow green. Now that we have the skin tone sorted out, let's address the color wheel, because this is where we are going to be able to connect to all of the other colors that actually work well with the skin tone. So going directly across is where we find our complementary colors. So this red violet shade is the shade that's really going to make my undertone pop. So I go to it for my contouring colors, to create bronzer colors, to define my face without, again, going ashy or gray or anything like that. So red violet is the perfect undertone to add definition to my skin. And you can even take this to the store with you after you marked out what each color should be, and hold it over the makeup and choose and find what product actually works for you. So this right here can save you so much money from buying wrong products, from buying things that don't look good on you, from buying stuff that just doesn't work. Save your time, save your money, figure out what your undertone is, and then work from there. Okay. Also, another thing about me is that, again, I'm an artist at heart, and so I like to simplicate things. That's my word. Don't you take it. Simplicate means I go through a complicated process to simplify something. And also, in my efforts to making something simple, it's also rather complicated. So with that, I found my favorite brand, which is Sean Richards London, and I've created this custom palette with colors that complement me, that I know work for me, so I can create whatever type of look I want with just these shades here. So with mixing all of these shades how I want, to whatever I'm feeling for the day, I can create the look from this small palette and have so much variety. And again, I enjoy taking the time to mix and create colors and to explore my palette. So working like this is perfect for me, especially if I'm traveling, because this is all I really need. But for the everyday, or for any other woman, as long as you first understand your undertone and then you understand your skin. How does your skin behave throughout the day? Do you get oily after a few hours? Are you very dry? Is there texture that you need to cover up? Take all those things into consideration before purchasing a product, and then work within those lanes. Next, we're putting on foundation. And now foundation is the first thing that we add that is color. It's our neutral. It should be our neutral. It should match our skin tone. It should be the first filter. of being natural. And with the foundation, we are going to shift our perspective. Shift your perspective from the things that you do not want to see, from the texture and the small imperfections. Now, they do make you who you are. However, you as potential, as glowing, as becoming, that is where your space to grow is. We are improving. We are working on the distractions, working on smoothing the distractions to be able to focus on what we want to bring forth. So we're not hiding it. Well, we are hiding it, technically. We're hiding it. But we're shifting the perspective to be able to focus on the best things that we want to put forward, to focus on the features that we really want to show as our best. We work on those things behind the scenes. So your foundation covers your blemishes. It evens your skin tones. It softens fine lines and wrinkles. They don't completely disappear. They're still there. But we blur them to the background so that we can focus on the best parts of us. And then we set the face. Setting the face is adding powder. Adding powder is locking in the work that we've done. We're locking in that foundation into place. We're building a sturdy and a strong foundation. Not only that, setting powder can also add brightness and bring forth the parts that we want to accentuate. And it can be uncomfortable. It can look weird with powder, well, with a bunch of powder on your face, and heavier applications when we are going towards adding a brightening effect, and we're baking and we're adding unnatural lines and brightness to places where it may not have been there before. It feels unnatural. It looks unnatural. It's not. You're pulling out things that weren't fully defined and brought forth before. So, and in that process, to get to that brightness, to get towards that accentuation of your brightest features, or to cut your contour, it's gonna look weird. It's breaking your comfort zone. You're going past what you're used to. You're adding more than what you're used to. You're changing your perspective. You're breaking your comfort zone to be able to pull forth the brightness within you, the highlights within you, the best things about you. It's a process that looks crazy before it looks good. Same as your comfort zone and breaking your comfort zone. It's uncomfortable. It feels wild. It feels crazy before you get to the final step, before the powder settles and it soaks in and you brush the excess away and you're left with beautiful, bright, glowing skin. Trust the process. And then we come to the eyes. Your eyes, the energy. Energy flows where I focus. Your energy flows where I focus. So when you're adding color to the eyes, when you're defining your eyes, as much or as little as you decide to add. Your energy flows where I focus. You take that second to focus. Do I want you on the makeup end? Do I want you to see my eyes? Well, of course I want you to see my eyes. Do I want my eyes to be the main focus? Your eyes are the window to your soul. They are what people see and connect to you with. This is how we express ourselves with the eyes. You have the most freedom to do what you want, whether you want to just add eyeliner and be super minimal, or be super dramatic and add 5, 6, 7, 10 different colors and glitters, and you have options. You can do what you want. Your focus flows, your energy flows where I focus. Your energy flows where I focus. So take your time to set your mind. What are you focusing on? Where are you going? What do you see yourself as? What is the intention? Are we taking a few seconds to mindfully and intentionally decide where our focus flows? And then lastly, your lips, adding the lip color. You still have freedom to choose different colors and what accents you. But let this be the final step in all of your process. Because from here is where, because from here, this is your window, your door. This is the only way. Well, not the only way. This is the way that you release what's within without. This is the way that you spread your light, that you share your truth, that you show up and you release the best of you. All of the intention, all of the focus, all of the love, all of everything that we've built up inside. You have to. It is your duty to let it out. Speak your truth. Release your light. Be her. Relax and love. Share these things. Share your heart, your soul, your passion, your purpose. Use your voice. Use your words. Speak with passion and love and go and get it. You don't get things that you don't ask for. Say what you want boldly, proudly. Be secure in it. Be real with yourself. So take this opportunity to look and feel and paint and say, you are fabulous. You look fabulous. You are fabulous. Live fabulously. You deserve it all. And that's okay. It's okay to want more. It's okay to ask for more. It's okay to get more. It's okay to have more. I am sane. I'm smart. I'm always making the best decisions. I know I am doing the best that I can. I am the best. I can be better. I am infinite growth. I am infinite potential because I am alive. I can, I will. This is just the beginning. There's so much in store for you. Your life has so much in store for you. Go and get all that you are, all that you can be, all that you want. It is there for you. It is ready for you. It is waiting for you. You and only you can unlock what God has for you, what is in store for you. Nobody can take that away from you. Nobody. You know, I can't cover everything in this short session, and I know by now that if you've made it this far, that you are truly interested in creating lasting change and connecting to your passion, our shared passion of beauty and makeup, and transforming it into a moving meditation, a daily meditation that you can use to really, truly show up as the best version of yourself. So I'm excited to make an offer for you. I'm really excited to make an offer to you to where you really can have it all. Through this course, firstly, you get the breakdowns of building a basic beauty routine. And as we go through, we enhance the type of look, being higher in intensity, as well as digging deeper to gain clarity as to, who you are and what you want, and really being clear and focused on the direction that you're going in, so that in the end, not only do you have the makeup skill to create whatever sort of look that you like, be it just daytime looks, or when you're going out and you're ready to have fun, you can turn it all the way up and do what you want, really. I mean, if you have the freedom and the confidence and the understanding of the process and the why, and you understand all of the pieces, well, then you can break it down and put it together however you want to. And that gives you freedom. That gives you confidence in the makeup realm, because you can. I mean, it's art. If you know what you have to work with, you can figure out what you can do. And then on the other hand, each week as we intensify, we build an intensity with the beauty, we dive deeper into breaking down your visibility blocks, breaking down the barriers that you have built for yourself to hold yourself back, killing limiting beliefs, the things that you believe about yourself that are holding you back, and rebuilding the confidence, the affirmations, finding the direction, who you really are, writing it down, being secure in it. And so every day when you wake up, whether you have 10 minutes or 30 minutes, however much time that you want to dedicate to this, you have a clear direction. You have a clear outline. You can remind yourself, this is who I am. This is who I want. This is what I'm going for. This is what I'm focusing on. And this is who I'm going to show up as today. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here and for listening to me and for sharing in this journey with me. I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here with me, for sharing in this journey with me, for allowing me to be a part of this journey with you. It is my pleasure to be able to share this process that I've worked so hard to put together. And I know if I can pull myself from this situation, that you can as well. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy that this is done in a way. I'm so happy to be here with you. I just, y'all, like, it really does. It's not the easiest thing, but it does. It takes a burning desire and a passion. It takes a burning desire not to be the same way that you are anymore. You have to really, really, really be fed up with your shit, with your own shit. Because if you sit in shit long enough, well then you don't smell it anymore. You get comfortable in it, and then you forget that you're in shit. So when people try to bring you into something better, when you try to push yourself to something better, it feels unnatural because it's not shit. And I just believe that you deserve better than the same shit that you've been dealing with. So break your comfort zone. Break out and smell the roses. Although, Outkast said that they smell like boo 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 too. So, oh, I'm out.